And with that, we're live.
Thank God I got the drinks before we started, because I got to brother myself up a little bit here to get on the level. It's Friday night. Is it Friday night? There you go. It's
Sure.
Friday night. Let me see if it's actually broadcasting. We are actually broadcasting.
We are live.
All right, let me.
I don't know where we're. Oh, there we are.
We should be streaming across multiple platforms. We're on Facebook. We're on the YouTube. We're on MySpace right now. Friendster. You can find us in an old AOL chat room talking about wrestling. It's just a bunch of stuff for like the other 40-year-olds out there that remember like the old school AOL chat rooms. And
right.
Get me on Instant Messenger. Like, it's still Spiffy Sean NWA, because I was wrestling for the NWA back when Instant Messenger was still a thing.
I'm learning. I'm learning a lot.
Well, we were having this conversation where, like, I don't remember dates at all. Like, somebody was talking about TNA and when TNA started and everything like that. And like, I remember it when it was NWA TNA, and that was the first times I got to go work down there. But then they changed their name to just TNA, and we were trying to figure out when Uncle Alan was there, and because he had his WCW contract in the hotel room, like after one of our NWA shows, like where him and Air Paris were about to go to WCW. So WCW had to still exist, because that was still a thing. So, but then somebody told me they went out of business in 2001, which now I'm confused about when we were brothered up in a grade in Nashville. Yeah. We get dropped on our heads a little bit sometimes, and it gets sketchy. A lot of it runs together. I wish I would have done like a lot of guys do now, is like actually wrote that stuff down and kept like kind of a log of notable matches and everything like that. I mean, well, now everything's on the internet and you could find everything. So
I heard
technologies.
Several guys who actually have volumes of books, so they know the dates. Some of them have like how much they got paid that day, and who they wrestled.
You get paid for this? I gotta make some calls.
You gotta get your shit together. Hi, babies. No, we're here. We're just
we are officially here.
Hi, on a Friday Dog 619 official.
Where are you at? Are you on the
I actually click comments today.
Oh, there. See? Like we've done this, and again, we're trying to figure this out. This is episode 3 of Spiffy and the Unicorn. Thank you all for being with us on this Friday night as we try to figure out how to actually like communicate with you and all that fun stuff. And eventually, like when I had the live streams, we put the chat box right up on the on the screen there, but we haven't gotten there yet. I got to get yelled at about intro videos and better overlays and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's coming. Listen, it's a small operation that we got running right now, so we're just trying to get as much help as we can. So that's you guys. Anybody want to be a producer?
Okay,
they have those.
Do we? I think they do. I think we.
I know a guy. There's a couple guys that there's a couple brothers that have a couple guys in a sauna that are willing to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There we are. So you got comments. All right.
Yes.
Well, hi everybody. I'm Spiffy. That's Ashley, obviously.
Hi.
I think not.
Question for you.
Question for me.
It says, did Isco help you out with your issue?
Where are you getting this? Are you in the Patreon? Is that where you're at?
No, I'm in the StreamYard. God bless it.
Yeah, this is StreamYard. How do you comments? There we are.
There you
got there. That's on my Twitch. Okay, so so this works. We will have so we'll be able to see if you're watching on Twitch. Thank you guys. Thanks for subscribing to my channel there. If you're on the YouTube, thank you for watching us there. If you're on the Facebook, we are actually streaming on all those platforms. Feel free to share us on your streams. Get the word out there for us. I don't know. He did not help me out with the issue, but we're getting there. So it's one of the joys of being a semi public figure is you attract all kinds sometimes. So we're working on it. Getting paid. What? He was going to pay you $9. That's listen for LG.
Dude.
That's solid money. I mean, if you've known him, that's a big dent for
that is
for our big
lunch.
brother. Listen, I back in the day, there were old school brothers that literally would fill up a gas can in one
See?
town and take it with them because gas was 2 cents cheaper in that town than it was in the next shot that we were going to wrestle.
Exactly.
So like,
Shoot, you better get that
there were those
$9.
guys. There were those guys. There was the old school brothers that would do that too. You know, it's a little different now, but
You better
in
get
this
your
economy,
$9. I'm just saying, get your $9. Go ahead and get that.
all. Yeah, I mean, it's part of my homework is to monetize this stuff too. But right now, we're doing it for the love of the game, and that's really what wrestling is for everybody anyway. So
Exactly. But again,
I
get your
I want to talk
$9.
a little bit about New Japan Wrestling, which I know is a little more niche than we typically talk about here, but they had a really big show over in Japan a couple days ago with some shakeups happening there, some departures for New Japan. Me and the big LG were talking about kind of the future of Japanese wrestling. As you know, the Good Brothers are over there wrestling for Noah, and they've got some stuff brewing there for the GAT Tag Team Championships. When they get back there, they've got their eyes set on that. But I found out about New Japan originally as a fan. Actually, when the Good Brothers were over there wrestling for New Japan, they were the IWGP World Tag Team Champions multiple times. So getting a chance for them to go back to Japan and run roughshod over the country one more time is always nice to see. But a lot of new faces in New Japan and some familiar faces that are leaving. We had the retirement of President Tanahashi about a month ago, right on that John Cena retirement circuit there. And then you had guys like Evil as left, Hiromu Takahashi. That was his last show for New Japan on the 11th there in Osaka. They had a really nice video package for him. Sonata's gone on a leave of absence. So they're losing some of their top guys. David Finlay, who is wrestling for the show in America here on the 27th, but I do believe he's wrapping up in Japan as well. Rumors is he's going to try to reunite with his brother and his dad in the Fed. So I'm interested to see how Dabito does down there. Hanari leaving? I didn't know that. He just got back. He if you watch the match, they had this crazy cage match in New Japan last year, and Japan doesn't do a lot of stuff like that, especially New Japan. So it was like a faction thing, United Empire and the Bullet Club, and Hanari got just gashed pretty early in the match, nasty, should have gone immediately to the hospital and brothered up, came back out with taped up like a mummy and still tried to work and everything like that. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen as far as a legit injury happen in a match, and the brother kind of gutted it out there. But New Japan has had this happen before, and they have some new guys there. Obviously, Tsuji being the champion, being a younger wrestler, they're kind of starting to showcase that new generation, that class with Shota, Umino, and Yoda, Tsuji. Hanari would be one, but he's leaving. And we always forget Roy, TMGK, Yomura. So, do you watch Japanese wrestling at all? I know you said you wanted to talk a little bit about it.
Well, pardon me, plastic. I've been to the New Japan show that was out here a few years ago.
In Philly?
No, in Vegas.
Oh, that's right. You guys had a Vegas one too.
We did. That was the last time I saw the boys in person, and Rocky. And
Sleepy Hoot.
yeah, we went to that show. It was a good time. And of course, I familiar just based off of how they had the partnership with TNA. So when they would have TNA shows out here, they would have some of the guys perform, they would cross over, like Hikuleo at that time, and
Yeah,
yeah. So seriously, I need to drink some water.
you're allowed, but
It's
you're
like
right. I mean,
Fin Juice. That's how I found out about Dave Finley. And hearing that, I'm never gonna get my Fin Juice fix again. See, now that's like my happy song. So now I'm just gonna have to play that. But
happy
I've
beers for everybody.
yes. And then way long time ago, back in the Inoki days and all that. Yeah. Remember watching a little bit here and there, back when they did their WCW stuff. But
Right.
um yeah, I was hoping that they could rebuild that partnership with TNA when before they had their big TV deal, but AEW came around and started getting popular and what have you. And so it's nice being able to like go to AEW shows and seeing like random New Japan people pop up. And I'm like, okay, well, we were gonna leave after the show ended, but this dark match, I got to stay for this. So
Well,
yeah, I've gotten to see a lot of them.
well, you bring up the working kind of relationship that AEW and New Japan have had. There seems to be some legitimate heat between some of the AEW wrestlers and the New Japan wrestlers, where especially on the Japanese side, they're a little ticked off that these other company guys are coming in and getting opportunities for for the championships. Andrade is going to be wrestling for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Actually, that match is happening in America. That's at the in Trenton, New Jersey, at the end of the month here, the 27th. So,
Mm,
but the champion, Suji, who's the double champion now of New Japan, has made it very known that he thinks it's a bunch of crap that they're letting these out of town guys come in there, and he would rather defend against the homegrown New Japan wrestlers
mhm.
that he feels are deserving of that opportunity. So it's interesting to see how that works. And with TNA now, obviously kind of brothered up with the Fed, you might see some more guys kind of getting a look up there and down there and all around there. So
Yeah. Now, I really thought that it was just going to be a temporary situation between them, but then I remember just how impactful, like I noticed how more people started sticking and staying with AEW because of the movement of the New Japan guys. But something like I watched in 2019 that I'm back watching again anytime I can find it on TV is The Wrestlers. And that was the first time I saw Darby Allin. Didn't
is
know
that
who he was.
OVW? Is that what is that the
No,
show
it's
with
no, not the El Snow one.
yeah.
It was a nine episodes. So it was first time I saw Darby Allin. Um, Brody was in the background with green hair, all these like different people, and Takeshita was in it. And this whole time,
Yeah.
so I had rewatched it recently, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's Takeshita!" And watching him wrestle an Invisible Man,
Takeshita did, yeah.
yeah, and I was like, "This is so good." I'm like, "This is so good." So, it's brought out a lot of stars that I maybe have not have seen, or not have been exposed to without spending a lot of time that I may or may
Right.
not have by them having the American partnership. But I can also understand as well because of the fact that, like, at the end of the day, they're one company, they're another company, and sometimes it's a little bit of too much crisscross applesauce.
Right.
And they have the American dojo here. Where was it, in LA? So it's kind of like maybe do more with that, less with AEW. Who knows? But hey,
Listen, I will take every opportunity that I ever have to put over the good brother Carl Anderson, the Machine Gun, as the original Forbidden Door guy, because he was. These working relationships have always existed in wrestling.
mhm.
Carl was the first guy to hold. He was the end. He was the never open weight champion in Japan, when the boys had re-signed with the WWE, and that relationship
That
had
was
never happened like that.
huge.
Yeah.
That
So
was
contracted
huge.
WWE superstar was allowed to go over and defend the championship. Actually, several times he was able to go back to Japan and wrestle for New Japan while he was under contract with WWE, and that was unheard of up to that point. So, as always, a shout out to the Machine Gun for being the trendsetter and paving the way for all these companies that want to work together now. And to your point, with how much more accessible wrestling is now, with so many streaming services, and everybody's got an opportunity to see a lot of different promotions that you wouldn't typically get a chance to see, like back when you had just regional promotions, or back when the only thing that was on was WCW Saturday night and WWF programming on Mondays or Saturday mornings or whatever it was. So now there's just so much wrestling that you are going to see some guys in some different places.
Right. And
Is that good?
I like it. I love the exposure. But like I said, I understand where the other guys are coming from too, because it's like, well, dang, like this is my company. I'm doing the work. You're going to let this guy come over here. But I mean, that's the business, right?
It is. Barb found you. Barb loves your crisscross applesauce.
That's my girl.
Out there. It's great to see. And again, really what it comes down to is more opportunities for the boys. And I'll always say more wrestling is going to be better than less wrestling, just because I love wrestling. So I watch a lot of New Japan because I'm usually up at 3 a.m. when I can watch that live. And it's sort of my dream job. Like, I wanted to go over there and do commentary and work with the company just because I love Japan so much. And I haven't been over in a couple of years. So I'm going to try to get out there this summer, maybe in conjunction with a couple Good Brother trips, and see if I can't carry the big LG's bags for them for $9 an hour.
I mean, just tell me how the food is, because I'm like allergic to everything, so I'm always like, I can't go to Japan. But then
the food in Japan,
I'm like, they have Americanized food, you'll be fine.
A little bit, but I'll tell you this: the food at a 7-Eleven in Japan is better than anything you're going to get in America. They have like fresh food like everywhere. Like, it's just all good stuff. Like, you can go to a McDonald's over there, but it's a very different menu.
I don't go to McDonald's here.
Well,
sorry, y'all who love
like,
McDonald's. I do the breakfast. Everything else makes me sick. But but no, I'm allergic to fish and seafood, so I'm always like, I can't go to these cool places that look so good. But in my dreams, you can
mess with some yakiniku, and they got good beef over in Japan. You can definitely mess around and get some good meats over there too.
In my dreams, though, I can tear up some crab legs and lobster. I'm telling you, those are like my favorite dreams. I wake up laughing because I'm like tearing it up.
Is it like all shellfish, all fish, like in general? Because sometimes people are like, I'm allergic to shrimp, but I can have like salmon.
No, that's the end of the unicorn.
It'd be rough. Especially in Japan, because everything's so fresh, so clean over there.
Yeah,
but no, so. But that's, Japanese wrestling to me is always going to be something that I'm in love with. But I'm also a huge fan of Japan in general, just because it's great people, very helpful people. Everybody was nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen videos of people go over there and they're like showing how everyone's just so accommodating and everything looks all nice and clean and fun. And LG stories are hilarious.
Listen, I got to get my Ribera jacket still. My buddy Kaz-san over there threatened to take me a couple times, and I just never. My schedule is terrible, but I am back in the gym, brother, in a little bit now.
Good for you.
Eating clean, drinking a little cleaner, and everything like that. So trying to get back in the power plant and get myself back in TV shape. We would say so.
I'm trying to lose some mania pounds, so wish me luck.
You're going, right? Because that's
no, I'm not going to the show. I'm not spending any money right now.
It's in Vegas. Actually, I heard ticket sales are bad because they jacked up all the prices and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard like the cheapest seats like 248 before all the fees. So of course that means your ticket's gonna be about 450 by the time it's all over. Hard to
right.
pass when parking's already $100 and you'll probably have an obstructed view for that amount too. So
Listen, I got my Caesars Platinum card. I get the free parking at all the
there you
Caesar
go.
places. So thankfully, I can get on the strip cheap if I got a car with me. But I think the WWE is trying to run those events like it's UFC, and it's just not. You can't. You're not
No.
going to get that same. And I understand why they're doing it, but
No.
they're gonna run into some problems. I think if they make it less family accessible, and that's kind of where it
Well, you
is.
heard what they did.
No,
Okay. So
I don't
now
really watch the football.
apparently they are going to deny access to people watching it in public if you're within 50 miles from the stadium.
I heard
Okay.
that.
Do you know how many people are going to Stadium Swim just for Mania? And people have
No,
already bought their tickets.
press it too dang high, man. Pretty
Thank
woman,
you.
too dang. You showing out that kind of money, man. It's too much money. Got kids, man. Can't take the kids.
Yeah, can't
But
take the kids. They don't want you to go to. They don't want you to go to Stadium Swim. They don't want you to have the watch parties. They don't want you to do it if you're within 50 miles. Are you mad? Are you mad? Because honestly, people are trying to come here. It already costs a cajillion dollars. And wasn't even our topic, but I
listen,
mean,
no, but listen,
but
tourism's down in I love
ev-
Vegas. It's one of my favorite
they
places
claim
to
that
work.
it's not. It's hilarious. And I'm
Well,
like,
I
oh, okay. And
I
no
know too
one's
many people that
winning.
work
So
there. It's
just
nobody's
saying.
winning, nobody's spending money over there. So
Yeah, just saying. But
you had to
yeah,
talk. You wanted to talk about something actually about wrestling, and
yes.
it was a great premise, and you dropped a little bit of knowledge on me that I'm. Listen, I haven't verified this, so if you guys are watching and you hear this and you also are a little confused about it, that's okay. Somebody got to fact check this for me.
Listen, I love the History Channel, and they taught me this a couple years ago.
There you go. All right. Listen,
They
if it's on
also
the
have
internet, I think
cryptids.
it's true. So
They also have cryptid shows, so which I need to go back and watch and then figure a way to get LG to watch them all and then rate them. Because my favorite way to work out, side note, is to listen to the podcast because I don't know where I'll hear my name because of the dad commercial and I'll about fall off the treadmill and make myself laugh. But so
still
if
gonna
you know,
find her.
if they want to go ahead and review some cryptids, just putting it out there. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Review
The
some
place I
cryptids.
live in Pennsylvania, literally the town like is they're doing like a Bigfoot like they want to do a Bigfoot exhibit. Basically, it's a place that's kind of known for Bigfoot sightings. Which,
Hmm.
if you're going to be known for something, I guess that's something to be known for. But yeah, they're trying to do like a whole cryptid Bigfoot museum thing. So if that ever happens, I'm gonna have to get the big hoot to come up and visit.
Exactly. And History Channel has to be there. Okay, so you ready?
All right. Yes.
All right.
Speaking of history,
The History Channel taught me that Mount Rushmore was supposed to have 5 heads. Okay. So
5 heads.
5, not the 4, 5. The 5th was supposed to be Susan B. Anthony. So there was supposed to be boobies on that wall, guys. All right. Now
You're on her
I've had
head.
sugar. I've had sugar. Let me live. Okay. So if you could build a Mount Rushmore of a faction, it could be your all-time favorite, it could be some random people you're good together, but it has to be 5. One of them does definitely have to be a girl because there was supposed to be a girl on there.
That's the rule. All right.
That's the rule. What would it be? Now, while you think, I'm going to tell you the little background that I learned. Okay. So,
Okay.
the person who built Mount Rushmore, he fate aligned himself with some southern gentlemen, we'll call it because we're being nice on the internet, who were not kind to other people, and he took their money and promised that he was going to build one in Stone Mountain too, but he didn't. And he built Mount Rushmore. And in the midst of building Mount Rushmore, once he died. But
Did, did
inside of Mount Rushmore is supposedly the Magna Carta and several other things.
and did Nicolas Cage steal any of these documents or like? See,
He
this is
did
where it
not.
gets okay. So I'm just this, the Magna Carta is in Mount Rushmore like right now.
That's what they claim.
See, somebody got to Google this for me. But
That's what
fifth
they
head on Mount
claim.
Rushmore, it was supposed to be Susan B. Anthony. Obviously, yeah, if you know your history, tremendous advocate for women's suffrage and equal rights for broads. You know,
There you
so
go.
for
For the chicks.
chicks, for chicks.
So you got
All
Washington.
right, so we got
you got
4 up
Lincoln,
there.
you got Susan B. Anthony, you got Jefferson. Who else was it? Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, Lincoln, Susan.
Susan.
All right.
All right.
So 5. Make a
5.
faction. One's got to be a chick.
All right. So now it's the Mount Rushmore question is something that comes up in wrestling a lot. And it's actually one of the premises of the show, just because there are so many different Mount Rushmores, and I've always kind of thought it's something that's definitely worth a little more like kind of like deep dives. Not today because we don't have time for it today, but we might do a deep dive on some more specific Mount Rushmores. But it's an age old question for wrestling, like who's on your Mount Rushmore of all time wrestlers. This is a different question that you're asking about your faction. Like if I'm going to make a faction, if I'm going to make a 4 horsemen and have a fifth person in a fifth girl, a horsewoman, so to speak, what that would look like. Let's start. Well, who's your give me your first. We'll kind of bounce back and forth here because I need to know your criteria for
chat.
how do you pick your faction? Like what are like you personally what qualities are you looking for in your faction? Because in my brain, my faction's not going to be just like the best wrestlers. It's going to be a faction kind of where I believe that they're going to gel together. I believe the styles. Like I'm gonna think about this, and I haven't. Like this is going to be on the fly, and I know you have some thoughts already. So I kind of want to see where your head is with this, so I can kind of like riff with you on it. So who's your number 1 draft pick for your
woman?
Well,
period. Like that's all I got. Like I don't have anyone else. It's one of those where I've been thinking about it, and the only one that is stuck the whole time is woman.
And why?
Nancy Benoit. She has always been one of my favorite manager valets because she can kick ass.
Right.
She's beautiful. She knows how to assist whoever her partners are. And again, she, like I said, she kicks ass. She's woman. That she's Mount Rushmore. That's it. I'm loving all the hakus.
Just 4 hakus, and then I'll put haku in a wig for the girl. All of what's haku. Happy birthday, by the way, to my big Tongan brother. Belated birthday. His birthday was a few days ago, but one of the sweetest men I've ever got a chance to hang out with, and will rip your heart out if he doesn't like you. So I'm glad
he's
he likes
definitely me. on the list of people I would love to meet.
If you come out to he usually comes to Cauliflower Alley. I think there's one. There's an event in St. Louis in May. I think he's on that, but. You're not late, Slim. We were waiting for you. We just started. We just want to make sure we're saving all the good stuff for when everybody got her. All right. So in that vein, I'll pick a woman for my first one too. Not woman, but a woman. I have to go with Sherry Martell's. It's got to be sensational.
Yeah.
For a couple reasons. First of all, I got the recipe from Leilani Kai and Sherry. I make their crockpot spaghetti that Sherry it's famous for. And I legitimately would have that on the road with the boys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Sensational Sherry's crockpot spaghetti kind of thing. It's a great recipe. You make it. It's cheap. You can make it on the road. It's pepperoni in it, which if you like spicy stuff, it'll get a little kick But Sherry for me, because she's the total package. With all respect to Lex Luger, she was an amazing valet and manager,
Mhm.
great promo, and probably one of the best wrestlers when they let her work. You know, if you look at some of her old like AWA stuff, so just across the board, just she's uh, just more of the boys than most of the boys were. You know what I mean? As far as just understanding the business and what she contributed, and Sherry will cut you too. So just I wouldn't want to scrap with her ever. So Sherry would probably be my girl pick for the mountain.
You know, I've heard that about her and seen that in documentaries, and she was honestly one of my favorites because she wasn't scared to just. I half time I don't think the woman was in character. She was just being herself, and it was just like, hey, love me or hate me, I'm gonna go out here,
Just living
and
the gimmick. Nothing wrong
you're
with
gonna
that.
watch. You're gonna
No,
watch.
she was great. I mean, I'm glad you kind of set the criteria to pick a female for the mountain too, because especially now, like with the women's evolution and all that, you're getting to see a lot more of women that can be insane athletes, and and do
Mhm.
some incredible stuff in the ring. Obviously, they've always been around the wrestling business, but never, through the 70s and 80s, didn't really get a lot of the respect that they get now, where
Right.
they're having to change in bathrooms and cars and stuff like that, and just weren't really respected as performers. So let's get a woman on the mountain.
Yeah.
It's Sherry for me. It's woman, actual woman for you.
Yes.
Actual woman,
Yes.
the woman.
The woman.
All right,
Yeah.
who's your first dude? Who's your first brother?
Oh gosh. Now see, that's hard because there's so many there's so many great men out there, great
Yeah,
men wrestlers. Um,
Toyota was great.
Jeez. I want to be biased
You
because
can be biased.
it is my stuff. Yes, Awesome Kong. She was on my list as
That's
well. Honestly, to me, you don't just have to leave it with one woman on your top 5 for this situation that you walk by, you'd be like, I'm taking a picture with this Mount Rushmore. And your Mount Rushmores, you guys, can change.
well,
They can
that's the
change
thing
every
is,
day. That's the best
and
part
they do,
because
and they
there
do.
this is like an open criteria. This is just for fun. Um LG, he's a
'Cause
faction
he is a
man. Yes,
faction
he
man. He's
is.
daddy was
Indeed.
a fall down man, but he's a faction man, man. He's a fact.
Indeed.
But like, yeah, even women. Look, Awesome Kong. Uh, what was Kia's? Uh, I forgot.
Awesome Kong was just freaking just mm, seeing her versus Gail Kim. Just yeah. Yeah, I can see why she's gonna have to she might have to make
Yeah, Kia was great. Aja
this
Kong. If you want to
feud.
go
Aja
Japan,
Kong. Oh my gosh.
you can have
Uh
a legit like Mount Rushmore of just amazing like women like in the wrestling business, and
exactly.
those three would all probably be on mine too. So there you go.
For
You got to
pure
pick a guy. You don't have to
entertainment.
pick a guy.
No,
You
but
should.
for pure entertainment, I'm gonna go with the Macho Man.
Masha Bonacano would be that's yeah, Bull's great.
Yes, Bull Nakano.
See,
I
I had a feeling we were gonna get down a rabbit hole of like women's wrestling. I
yes,
knew I had a feeling
yes.
a deep dive into like the
Little deep dive.
Mount Rushmore. What would a female mountain be?
Oh my god. Well, first of all, it would
Or
have to be more than 5 women because they're all amazing.
well, it'd have to be two mountains, technically. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. See that you do have a point.
You get it? It's got to be two
I
mountains,
got
boys.
it. I got it. Gonna need your chew, boys. You're gonna
That's
need your
it.
chew.
Macho Man is it's an
Mount
amazing.
Josie.
Yeah, Mount Josie Pro would be a good mountain. I mean, I probably put
Do the
yeah.
roar? They could count as one. Now this is your mountain. If you want the Road Warriors to be one head, then doggone it, it's a Siamese head, and it's okay with me.
We had this conversation. Is that one head or is that they kind of two heads?
I've decided it can be whatever you want. Oh yeah, and me
Macho Man is yeah, just for longevity and how the influence that she's had on Joshi wrestling for decades,
Mhm.
she'd probably have to be up there too. Yeah, I love that we're talking Emi Sakura instead of Macho Man Randy, and that's where we are as far as
Yeah.
like like so if you don't
And just like again, like we were just talking about AEW. Thanks AEW for exposing me to Emmy Sakura.
you never okay,
I
so
had
you
never, you
definitely
see what
have
I'm
to go back
saying? Like,
and watch some of like her older stuff, whatever.
yeah,
She's in her 50s, I think, and she's still out there like crushing it. So it's one of the things I do like about Japanese wrestling is you get guys that are in their late 40s, in their 50s, and they're still working on top. I mean, it's one of the problems New Japan has now is they don't have a lot of younger talent because
true.
they've got too many guys. Yeah, Muda would
Yes,
be.
Muda, yes. Oh
I,
my
I don't think
gosh.
he works for. I don't think he works for women's wrestling, but yeah, I mean
I mean,
Japanese wrestling.
Muda
That's
would
another
be
deep
great.
dive. We'll do Mount Rushmore Japanese wrestling. Look, I love it. Like this was my fever dream was to do like real like
I
these niche
listened to
kind of
you.
things.
I
Yeah,
listened.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, but Muda would
Um,
also be a good one. Okay, so not
for
Macho Man
faction.
first, but Muda. I mean, my goodness.
So
But then, oh my
you're
gosh,
looking at
I
like
don't know.
he's the because to me a faction's got like very like the horsemen had like defined roles in the faction. You had
True.
Flair was he's the front man, he's the
Mhm.
leader of the faction. Then you've got the tag team, you've got the heater, you got like the
Yes.
enforcer, you got like those kind of like different like and everybody has that role in the faction to make that faction successful. You can't all be top guys. I mean, you can,
Right.
but when you say faction, like I think like that.
But
You know,
I'm such a hodgepodge, but you brought up the enforcer.
but you got I mean,
I
Macho Man
love
for
I
your
love
draft
Arn
pick is
Anderson. Like,
Arn's on a lot of Mount Rushmores when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, and he should be.
the man taught me DTA. Don't
It's true.
trust anyone.
That's
At a young age, I was like, "Really?" It
yeah,
makes sense.
Dangerous Alliance. I mean, it's
Yeah, oh
you.
my gosh, yes.
But those are factions. I mean, those
Yeah,
are to me like when you think factions, you think disciples of Apocalypse. No, you don't really. But
no,
like,
but
yeah,
yeah, no, but, like, if you could pull, like, little if you
Savio
could
Vega.
pull
I
a
need the
little bit of
burrito.
here and there, and yeah, it's so hard, like,
Well, all right.
this is a fun, tough question, and this
Why Macho Man? Because you never really like. So why? I mean, obviously one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but why him as your top draft pick for the guys?
besides the fact that he was my
That's it.
favorite growing up, like, this is the Ashley thing, right? So my favorite growing up was Macho Man. Like, if you wanted me to stop there and sit down and watch wrestling, he was one of the ones who made me stop. Because again, kind of like with the Sherry conversation, you
Cream of the
know
crop.
that this person believed every last word he was saying, and he was going to go out there. You didn't know if he was a face, you didn't know if he was a heel, but you knew you were going to get a show.
Yeah. All right. I like it. I mean,
And he was going to be some type of champion in some way, shape, form. He's a king, he's intercontinental, he's world, he was the true power. He was the true power of the mega powers. I'm just gonna put it out there.
that's a hot take. It's controversial. That's still
Hey. I was a macho kid. I was not a
yeah.
Hogan kid unless it was the cartoon. But yeah, yeah,
Shout out to Rock and Wrestling cartoon or whatever it was.
which is available on YouTube.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Macho Man's a good. That's a good. God, that's a good face. And
Yeah.
yeah,
He
it's good
he
for
he sold me a Slim Jim, for goodness sakes. Like, I was not gonna eat that processed meat, but that man made me think that was the coolest thing ever,
Who's my guy?
and we snapped into it.
Here, I'll go. I'm gonna go hometown. I'm gonna go with a fellow guy with a broken freaking neck. I'm going with Kurt
Oh,
Angle.
yes.
Is
She
going to be
slapped the table.
my top pick.
Ugh, that's a
So
great one.
shout out to Pittsburgh first and foremost. But he could do it all. No, I've never seen somebody um learn wrestling or pick wrestling up the way Kurt did. And if you needed him to be a comic guy, if you needed him to be, the top guy, if you needed him to, his run in TNA was amazing. And I wish more people saw that because it really was his best work, even after he left the WWE the first time. So,
Mhm.
uh, could talk. Obviously, he's got credibility as a wrestler. One of my favorites ever, and a good brother as well. His wife is amazing. His kids are great. Um, so I'm giving the Pittsburgh rub to Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle as my he's on my mountain. He's got to be
My
because
friend
he can do
actually
it
lives
all.
around the corner from him.
And Robinson in Pittsburgh, like
Uh-huh. Yes. They used to live on the same street and then they moved. So now she lives around the corner from him and she's like, dang, I wish we could get in there for some trick-or-treating.
we would we worked out at the same LA Fitness out there in Settlers Ridge, which is kind of like it's towards the airport if you know Pittsburgh at all. So it's out that way. Ferg is a great
Ferg
pick
is a
too.
great one.
See, I would see you had kind of like, and Dave kind of had a thing where he had the heater, the technician, the crazy. You need a loose cannon. Ferg, I think you need kind of like a light heavyweight,
Yeah.
and Ferg technically is, I know that's not how they really market him now, but in Japan and everything like that, like he's one of the best light heavyweights ever, and the only leader of the Bullet Club that was not a heavyweight wrestler, and they bumped him up eventually, but people forget like Kenny Omega was a light, he was a junior in Japan
Yeah,
before
he
he
was. He was.
eventually moved up. So same with Will Ospreay. These guys were all junior wrestlers before they kind of got a little bigger and a little more popular and started working with the top heavyweights over there. Ferg's good though, but
I
that's not
like
my
that
pick.
Ferg.
It's you're on the clock though. So who
All right.
is your number 2 pick?
So I've got woman. I got Macho Man.
You're good so far.
Arn Anderson. Just
Arn, right out of I like that. I like it. I mean, you can't be more of an enforcer than the enforcer. So if you're playing by those rules, you'd be hard pressed to get somebody better than Arn Anderson. I like it because it's another versatile pick. You got a guy who was in one of the best tag teams ever with Tully and the Brainbusters. You got a guy who also had pretty successful singles runs. Him and Tully both, I think, were TV champions at various times there. So yeah, you can't go wrong with Arn Anderson, a guy that could do it all. In my opinion, one of the most underrated promos in the history of professional wrestling. I love Arn Anderson's promos. It's hard to really showcase that when you're sitting next to Ric Flair, who's doing most of that talking. But when Arn got to talk, like Arn always had sort of this like Jake the Snake Roberts is another guy for me that had sort of that real kind of like quiet, but like, intensity about him when he cut promos. And Jake is one of my favorite interview guys ever. And it's hard to say he's underrated because he's not. Jake is probably he's on my separate Mount Rushmore of my favorite wrestlers that never were world champion. That's it's another Mount Rushmore for another day, but Jake is on that one, not this one.
It's with Arn Anderson. It's like I'm saying. It's like he taught you don't trust anybody. He wore the hell out of that members only jacket and those sunglasses.
Sure did.
he could brawl. He could be technical with you.
Yep.
He transitioned from just wrestling into coaching and bringing up the next level. And yeah, like you need that. You need that all around guy. You've got to have him. And kind of, I think he would keep Randy in line.
Good luck. I like it just thinking of the interactions that you could have with Arn Anderson and Randy Savage in the same room together, like right there. I'm tuning in for that. That's great. I don't know if I have another. Well, shoot, I don't know who to.
There's some out there.
It's a great question because like you said, everybody's going to have their own kind of criteria for this, and I'm trying to really think like that. So my first thought is like faction guys, like
Yeah.
Arn is a faction guy, LG is a faction guy, like guys that were always kind of like in those groups and stuff like that because they know how to kind of form that cohesive unit. And if I'm
Bird,
using that
faction guy.
as but if I'm using that as one of my criteria, that's a very different group. Arn Anderson gets in that group where that might not be kind of like as high as I would have him otherwise. Shoot, like. Yeah, well, I mean, most good fashion guys are heels. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Like because you don't have a lot of good guy factions, right? I mean,
No,
I'm trying to think. Like the Freebirds were good for a minute. The Horsemen were good for like a minute before they go back to doing horseman stuff. Like Arn always says, they don't wear white hats, man. That's not who the Horsemen were.
That's just weird. Oh gosh, I know it's one of those where
I'm all right, I'm gonna listen. This will pop the boys here. A big pat for. I'm gonna put Uncle Al in there. AJ Styles, who is technically he's a faction guy, former leader of the Bullet Club, so he meets that criteria. Obviously one of the greatest ever. So yeah, I mean the Bizzles when they're baby faces. Are they ever baby faces?
They're baby face adjacent.
They can be baby face adjacent. But AJ is another one of those guys, and I realize, I've got him and Kurt Angle, which might be, and this is completely accidental because I did not think about this in advance, but might be two of the best in-ring performers in the history of professional wrestling. They just happen to now be in the same faction together in my crazy head.
You can wake up tomorrow and change this whole thing. It's fine. Oh God, yes. I love that Samoa Joe pick. I love that.
Samoa Joe's a good one.
I watch
Joe might get on my mount. I gotta figure out who the other two guys are.
I might steal it.
It's like that we're Family Feud. Now we're stealing picks.
I love that, man. Yes, a very underrated faction was Aces and Eights. And I've been watching Pluto. And
LG's
Roku
in there
a lot.
He's a faction guy. I don't know if you know that about LG. He's a faction guy.
Chaos Gallows was definitely in there. But they show all the old, they show the NWA TNAs, they show the regular TNAs, they show the impacts. So if I can't sleep, I'm gonna throw that some of the stuff that I throw on like every night. So the old AJ Styles, the old Kurt Angles, and then like I'm trying to like fight my sleep because now I want to watch it. I'm like, it's gonna replay for goodness sakes. But yeah, like this is why this is so hard because I mean, look at the comments. Oh, my goodness. Samoa Joe, Ferg, who else have we seen in here?
These are all great picks.
The Road Warriors, Emi Sakura, Muda. You could.
Steve's a good pick because I love Kevin because I was also a fat guy wrestler. Yes, and it was pretty good. No, I was never a body guy.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like the non-body guys, honestly, the non-body guys are killing it lately. Well,
I mean, Kevin broke the mold for a lot of that stuff. Where there was a certain formula that the WWE had for their guys for a long time, and what started happening was everybody was sort of this creative wrestler, mold, and they were all kind of the same. You know what I mean? It made it really hard for anybody to kind of stand out. Everybody was 6'3", 250, and it all kind of came from like the same, like mold. And you get guys like Kevin that weren't that guy, but was just undeniably good and got an opportunity to get up there. And Wyatt family's a great faction. The Shield's a great, like you might see some Shield guys on the mountain here too. So
we've
got 2 spots left.
So good. Okay,
let's have 2 spots left. You've got Woman, you've got the Macho Man, and you've got the Enforcer Arn Anderson. Solid faction so far.
Yeah. Fudge. I tell you, Fudge. I tell you.
Did you not? You really didn't have this?
I literally did not. I told you the week has been weakened. All I could think of was the question.
Listen, I appreciate the on the fly nature of our show. It's fine. We've got time for show prep and you're thinking
Right.
of stuff. We'll just go with it. All right.
This is how we flow. There's
That's
been
it.
some great ones in the comments, and I think I might have to steal one of them. I'm trying to think which one I want to steal because I see 3 really great ones that are just like talking to me. Well, 4 now that I think about that whole Wyatt family situation, because you could pull one of those out. Oh gosh. Ferg.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I brought it up. I mean, he's one of those guys again, and I hope that he gets that opportunity to kind of get a little bit of a run heading into WrestleMania. Bray's probably
Uncle D'Lo. I mean, yeah.
Uncle D'Lo.
He's my neighbor. We live near we're in the same neighborhood. I never see him at the grocery stores, but we live in the same neighborhood.
Awesome. D'Lo was always one of my favorites, where I actually use the load of the Sky High. I guess is one of the moves I've always kind of used, and it's because I love D'Lo so much, and Billy Kidman, I guess.
Oh, that's another good one.
Billy Kidman, just because he got some of the girls he pulled.
He did.
No, look, Ferg is a great pick. I mean, yes. I can't believe we got 2 leaders of the Bullet Club on our D'Lo doing the head thing while he's walking his dog through your neighborhood. Love it. I can picture it too. That's why D'Lo's great. D'Lo. Why Ferg? So by kind of the criteria we've been using, because right now you've got Macho Man and Ferg
Regal
in the same faction. I think Regal might be mine. Regal might be one of mine. Regal's one of my favorites ever.
He's you know how there's just something when you can't just put a finger on it?
Yes.
That's him. I can't really put a finger on it, but again, he's one of those where Ferg's on TV. Let me stop.
Yeah,
I can't put a finger on it. It's fair. His promos, his wrestling skills, his acumen. Just it's Ferg. The abs. It's Ferg.
The abs. See, abs. Just tucks it in there. See how she does that, guys? Just tucks it in. In there. Not a body guy. Ferg's a great pick.
There's just so many people.
And that's the problem. The problem is so I'm trying to think about this as far as again, the roles in the faction.
Stop being logical.
There's 2. Pep would be in there. Pep's a good faction guy. So I've got. Okay, so I am going. Wow. I've got 2 spots left. I think I need a heater. I think I got to have a big guy.
Yeah. See, this is so.
That's the sentimental pick. Gallows is a faction guy, but
Yes, Thomas.
Oh, Chris would be so good. I wish it. I don't know if this is on. You brought up the old NWA TNA stuff. The first time when I first started wrestling down there for Wild Side and Worldwide and whatever it was, and doing the TNA stuff, Abyss was still wrestling as Prince Justice or something like that. He's basically a big blue dude in spandex, and he could do lucha stuff. It was insane. Yeah, you see how big Abyss is.
I have
and he's doing head scissors and all kinds of crazy stuff. Young Chris Park is one of the shockingly good athlete that you would have never thought could do half the stuff he could do. So I'm torn here because I think I need a character. So that's and I need a big guy. So the first person that comes to my head is the Undertaker. Because he's obviously one of the top big men in the history of wrestling, and he's also kind of like a character wrestler. AJ and Kurt are my guys. Those are my wrestlers. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, but you get an Undertaker, like a
No.
Bray Wyatt, or what? Who know what?
No, I was saying no. I'm getting
Oh,
yelled at. No. Go
all
for
right.
it.
It's like, I
Sorry.
mean, listen,
No.
if you don't like the Undertaker, I'll pick somebody else.
No,
I
this
don't want
is
any
your
heat.
stuff.
I don't want any
You do
heat.
that. You
Get
do
enough
that.
heat. But then, so like Bray Wyatt would be another one of those guys. Like where I'm
Yes.
like, if I can't, I got to take one of them, and those would be the two. Like,
Yeah.
because Bray's a great pick, and I'm like, and Bray would have had. I know if he was around, he would have had that kind of run, like a
Mhm.
Undertaker type run.
Amazing. That's why I was like, when I'm looking in the chat and I'm like,
I mean, I honestly don't. I don't. Yeah, take her before he got married. Michelle ruined it. And
Woo.
Vader's
Good
a
comment.
great Vader's on my big man route must
Yeah, because I'm like
Mount Rushmore.
Vader, then I'm like, oh my God, didn't pick Harley Race. Oh, this.
Are, listen, if Kurt wasn't a legit worker, I would say you need a shooter in the group.
Mhm.
You need a Haku, you need a Harley, you need a Dan the Beast Severn.
Damn it, I
Dan Severn
forgot Mr.
Dan
Perfect.
Severn picked me perfect's on my Jake Roberts, never been a world champion, best ever guys, for sure. Yeah,
DJ
perfect would be on
Dominguez.
perfect's, he's the same kind of mold of Kurt and AJ. So I gotta have some diversity in
Yeah.
my faction here. So yeah, and Vader's a great pick too. Son of a bitch. I don't like
I
this
hate
anymore.
this.
I don't like this. I don't like this game anymore. I don't want to play anymore. I'm done.
I
Can't do
hate
it.
this. Because now
Shit.
I'm like, okay, there's Big Boss Man, and then there's Vader, and there's Taker, and then there's then Kevin Steen and Samoa Joe, and like, oh my Lanta, like, how? How did all this happen just from one question? You know what?
Fuck.
Rushmore suck. Rushmore suck. Then, like,
Whose idea was this? What a terrible idea this is for
you
a show.
started this, and then you got
Your
the
idea.
whole like the tag teaming. You make them a Siamese head. Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
See, Dave's got. I like that criteria though too. If like you're talking about like if you're on a desert island and you can only listen to one song for the rest of your life, like what would that song be? Like that kind of, see, he's saying
Yes.
I could watch these guys like in their prime. Like these are the
Mhm.
guys that I want to watch, and that's a little different than faction. But I mean, I can't argue that logic with that.
I saw El Generico. I like that because I've seen some El Generico.
I might go rogue here,
Ooh.
and I am going to go Andre the Giant.
Oh, there you go.
You know what?
Nothing wrong with that.
Couldn't stop thinking about the big man and everything like that. Andre, before he got, before his body gave out on him, like Andre throw drop kicks. If you can find matches with Andre throwing drop kicks and stuff like that. Andre's my attraction. Like, so I want an attraction there. I want that's the guy, that's my Brock Lesnar kind of pick. You know what I mean?
Like
that's
that.
the guy who's like, oh shit, Andre's, like that's, you got to have a larger than life guy. I want one guy in the faction that, in an airport, you could see all the way down, the end of the yeah. So Andre's that guy. Obviously one of the best big men ever. The attraction, Andre the Giant would be there, just because I didn't want to. I wanted to pick the Undertaker so bad, but like, I couldn't make myself do it. I know.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
if you're not going to pick the Undertaker, then Andre the Giant is.
That's your heater. I mean, I've got a guy now. Now I've got the bodyguard now. That's Andre is the, you can't get much bigger than Andre. So that's using that criteria from a faction standpoint. Andre the Giant, my third man pick. We're down the wire. You got one more, right?
I know, and I'm over here like, I like to say to all of the nominees,
Oh my God, Murder Grandpa would be a great
there's
fucking pick.
I can only choose one. I love you all. Don't hate me to all the nominees in my head. Oh gosh. Where do I go?
We could do this exact same show tomorrow, and it would be
Multiple times.
different picks.
Oh yeah.
That's
I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and be like, no, I'm wrong.
oh,
Because
I'm absolutely I am. There's 100% chance I'm gonna 3 hours from now I'll go shit. I forgot about ah.
my heart.
There's
Yeah, it's like
there's no chance that that doesn't happen. And
yeah,
even the people watching, you're gonna do the same thing. If you're a wrestling fan, this is gonna haunt you. And I
for the rest
apologize.
of your days.
So sorry. She
Oh gosh.
Ashley,
Oh gosh.
Brandy was Ashley's number one pick, Thomas.
Yes.
So if
I,
you
I,
yeah,
I
Brandy
had I
Brandy
had
Savage was out of the gate number one.
so I've got woman, I've got Macho Man.
Yep.
I've got Mr. Arn Anderson.
Double A.
And I got Ferg's abs. And Ferg.
Ferg.
Because
Ferg, Ferg.
he comes with them.
Is that two heads? He gets one for the head
He
and one for
gets
the abs for the mountain.
it's a very long mountain.
Long mountain for Ferg's headshot. All right.
Gosh. It's like and I think maybe it's just because of where I've been lately in my viewing pleasure
Right.
of because as you know, I play a heel, right?
Heels are more fun.
Heels are very fun. They're very fun. Because one day you love them, the next minute you're like, dear God, I hate this person, but I love to hate this person. And at the same time, I would love to hang out with this person. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe.
Joe's a great pick. You can't be mad.
I mean, from beginning to where, like, from when I first saw him to now, oh my gosh, Scott Steiner. I can't even talk because I loved me some Scott Steiner back in the day. China, damn it. Oh, China. Oh God. Okay.
Big woman.
But woman walked. So these women can run.
I get it. Listen,
but
there's no bad picks.
There are no bad picks. There are no bad picks. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna have to go with Joe. Yeah.
That is a solid lineup. Why Joe? Because you've got woman, you've got Macho Man, you've got Arn, you've got Ferg, and you've got Samoa Joe.
Everybody can talk.
That's a solid faction right there.
If you notice, everybody can talk. Woman can talk. She just didn't talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but the guys all can talk, right? He's versatile in the ring. And I've watched some interviews. He's very passionate about what he does.
You believe Joe?
I believe
Samoa Joe's a guy you believe.
Samoa Joe could sell me a rock.
Yeah.
Like he's that good. Like he can sell me an inanimate object. I enjoy watching his work. I enjoy listening to his promos because he can get just like Arn, he can get like that seriousness or he can turn it up, Yeah. And then when he's out there and he's working, he can give you a quick jab or he can give you the nope. I love the nope. He does so much out there. And he's now to where he's getting towards the end and he's bringing people with him, kind of like Arn, but a little bit different,
Yeah, MJF is that's a great pick.
And he's been
champ 5 years from now. Yeah. Listen,
Samoa Joe's been a champ. You name it, he's had so many different ones, And
you might remember this, but when Joe was in the WWE and got face to face with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, that was great.
It was the first time I was like, oh, that
That
could
was
be a
one of
thing.
those.
You know what I mean?
That was one of those. Like, yep, it was a good one. All right. Oh, let's see. Thomas Harley
See,
Race. Yes.
Kurt was my number one pick,
Bubba,
Thomas. So
Uncle Billy, Bubba, Kurt, AJ, Abyss, AJ Lee.
gotta love AJ.
Mm.
Gotta love AJ.
I
So
like AJ Lee.
so far, I am Sensational Sherry. I've got Kurt Angle. I've got Uncle AJ Styles, and I've got Andre the Giant. So I got one more pick, and in true faction kind of canon, I need to pick a wild card. I need a loose cannon. I might even need Brian Pillman. Might be the loose cannon.
Don't you do that to my whole heart.
Might be.
That man, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. But it's got to be somebody like that. It's got to be that the wild card. It's got to be the unpredictable one. Not Johnny Rod's, an actual unpredictable one. Dolph is great, but I've already got two great workers in there. I've already got AJ and Kurt. I don't need another great 6 foot, great worker. Or I'd probably have to take Shawn Michaels over Dolph, respectfully to Dolph, who I love. But like, I'm baffled right now on who to like. So who are some of the good? Who are just wild cards? Who are the good wild cards? Steiner was a great pick. Scott Steiner would be a great wild card. Brian Pillman, obviously the actual loose cannon, the OG loose cannon. Piper's a great loose cannon. Yeah. I'm trying to like
Sid would have been a good big man.
Sid could have been. He could have been my loose cannon big man. I could have got a 2 for there. Son of a bitch. Plus, amazing softball player. Yeah, we have a good faction softball team too. Sid there would be great. We could do all. Yeah, you could do. I was going to say Muda. Yeah, with you could do. Oh gosh.
Because you did say a Shield member may make it.
Ambrose would be. Oh man, Ambrose would be a good pick.
Friends, this is not easy.
This is it. It's like,
give me 1 second, please. You think. I am not done.
I can't.
Okay.
DDP's faction could have a manager. Oh, we're going bonus picks. We're going manager too.
Now I can see because I could have put a woman in as just like wrestler or manager because she had.
I could do with Sherry.
I could, you could do that there. Then I can take another person who I kind of really want to take because I love.
Technically, Mr. Perfect had his manager's license, so I can use Perfect as a manager.
And Bobby Heenan did too. He was a manager wrestler. I mean, we can. This can go on forever.
Oh shit, Heenan might. Heenan would absolutely Heenan hands down would be my manager. There's nobody. Bobby Heenan is just. Bobby Heenan might be one of the best workers in the history of wrestling, period.
Freaking genius.
Period. He might be one of the best workers in the history of this business. I need a wild card.
Indeed. On top of the one that you already have to pick. You gotta get a wild card, and we're
an actual wild card.
We might have to get a little bonusy up in here.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is captivating.
It is.
It's captivating.
And then you got to see me lean over and go, I'm still on the air. So, we're
listen, I love Corny just because I love Corny. Like Cornette was down in TNA when I was down there a bit, and I got a chance to do a TV thing with it was the weirdest thing in the world. It was a TV thing with where basically it was almost like an American Idol thing, like where like Corny was on a panel. It was Cornette, it was Scott Hall, and it was I think Colonel Parker. Where like that was the panel.
What?
And I get it. I'll find it and send it to the Patreon just because it was a really cool concept. Do we need a Samoan? Do we need a Samoan in the faction?
Okay,
They
we do have
they're
a whole Tongan faction, which was Haku and
yeah. I can have
Haku.
just a faction of Hakus and be completely fine with that. But Samu, head shrinker Samu is
Jesus. What
my
have we
mentor.
done? What have
Is
we done?
I got to early
You
in my
gotta
career.
you gotta fix this list.
I got to carry his bags around. I got to be his young boy and learn from that family was amazing for me. And
And
still,
now you have to fix your list.
I
Look what you did.
Slaughter's a wild card to be. That's a good pick too. I thought weirdly the name that popped in my head was Dusty Rhodes.
Ooh,
because wild card, he could definitely be a wild card. But also I want Andre instead of the Undertaker. I don't really have like a character. I don't really have an over the top character in my faction. I might be Dusty Rhodes.
yeah.
That might be Dusty.
I got Macho over the top. Well, yeah.
Dusty Rhodes. There it is. Dusty is going to be my guy. The son of a plumber, man. You got to have that common man, man. You got to have a common man in the faction, man.
Indeed.
But I think that's a great faction. I mean, it's you've got and Dusty obviously is not a body guy, so I got to give a shout out to the non-body guys in the business. Obviously one of the most charismatic wrestlers ever. Could do it all. Can talk. World champion. A very different mold of wrestler than I'm gonna have with Kurt and AJ as my like technicians, my wrestlers. God, I wanted to put Regal on that list too, and I couldn't. I can't find a place for Regal in that faction. Flair as the manager would be. Yeah, that's. Oh god damn. Yeah.
I know.
All right. I already said. All right. I said Bobby is the manager. And Sherry can work and valet, and that doesn't count. So
Paul E. Dangerously is my manager.
Paulie's that's a great goddamn pick. Somebody brought up the Dangerous Alliance, and that is a great pick for a manager too.
Yeah.
God, listen. I'd watch your faction all the time. That's
same
solid faction. That's a solid faction.
You did great too. This was fun. It was stressful, but it was fun.
It's a good kind of stress. I
don't know about you, but I would definitely do this again.
I think. All right.
What do y'all think in the chat? What are you guys thinking? Would you do this again and come up with?
I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat that there's going to be somebody that just. There's going to be somebody that I can't believe I forgot about that I'm going to think about the second we hit the stop button. I'm going to scream.
I mean, you
my
said
dog.
Dusty, and I'm like, how did I not? Yeah, like Dusty. You got Sid. I mean, look who all did not make this. Flair.
We could do it. We could do it tomorrow and have legitimately a completely different group of guys. And then again, like we can get. We can get in the weeds a little bit here and make it like, your top, my idea for the show conceptually was to do the Mount Rushmore like every week, but have it be the Mount Rushmore of Japanese wrestling, the Mount Rushmore of women's wrestling, the Mount Rushmore of 80s tag teams. It's just to make sure I got the Road Warriors on some of the Mount Rushmores. And two heads.
A little rock and roll.
Yeah. It'd be Road Warriors, rock and roll, Midnight. Killer Bees, maybe? I don't know. God, see, like that's a deep dive for next week.
A whole another day.
I'll say this: if you guys watching, leave a comment. If you guys have an idea for a Mount Rushmore of blank in the professional wrestling business, something along those lines, shoot it my way. Like I love. I went on my ADHD tangent here about Mount Rushmore of guys to never be world champion, and I already have Jake the Snake, and I've already got Mr. Perfect on that. Next week's episode of Mount Rushmore of best never world champion guys. And while Simone's those were my guys, man. I'd put them on there because I might have to put the Good Brothers on there. I mean, just to be hometown, I put the Head Shrinkers and the Good Brothers on there just because of my my personal ties.
Oh,
to
big
both
man, women,
both
Mount
teams.
Rushmores,
Yeah,
enhancement talent.
I'm putting
There's
myself
so
on the
many.
enhancement talent.
There you go. Shoot.
No, but it's a great concept, guys, and it's up to
Cruiserweight.
you. So please, yeah, leave some comments. Cruiserweights, luchadors, we can go. There's all
The
kinds
the
of
ones
like
the ones that you see your secret favorites that somebody might not even think
your
about.
Mount Rushmore of guilty pleasure wrestlers. All right, I like that.
Yeah.
Best jobbers, yeah. Best enhancement talent would be yeah. The Mulkey brothers, the Barry Horowitzes of the world, the Dwayne Gills / Gilbergs of the world. Yeah, this could be fun. Especially if you guys like. We'll
I mean, look at
crowdsource
this.
it the best
Look
we
at
can.
these comments. You guys are, yeah.
These guys, the guys you almost missed. Like, listen, Friday night might be a spot for us here. We'll try to do.
We're trying to figure this out, gang.
We don't have a schedule yet, so yeah, please let us know what works for you guys to watch. Please subscribe. We'll get the channels up and running as soon as we can. Shout out to the Nest for always being so supportive. We'll see you guys on the Patreon there. And next week we'll do something like this. Download the podcast, share it with your friends. Keep leaving the comments. This debate rages on. Who is your Mount Rushmore for your faction? We need 4 wrestlers, 1 woman wrestler, or one, I guess, women's talent, and then you can throw in a manager as a bonus because we had to do that too.
Yeah, at least 1 woman. You can do like, you know.
No, same stream. It's just that I multiple places.
We like to be everywhere, you guys. Babies, if we're not everywhere, how can you not find us?
Market saturation. We want to make sure we got the market cornered here. So exactly. I am the last of the old school Spiffy Sean Styles. That is the unicorn. That's my friend Ashley. Thank you guys for being so interactive. I love that. Thanks for being in the chats wherever you're watching us. Find us next week. We'll do this again. What topic? We don't know. Give us your ideas. We'll see you then.
Bye, baby.
Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday.